Hey guys, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations coming at you today with a really simple DIY. I'm using this right now, or Elena's actually using this as a little table set up beside her bed where she didn't have a whole lot of room on the other side, just to hold a few things that she can quickly reach right there by her bed. You could also use something like this in a closet and put some shoes in it, which I think would be a really good idea in my room. But I'm going to go through and kind of show you how I did it. It's really simple. All these little containers, you can get them at the Dollar Tree for $1. The side flips over and it seats on each other, and then it sets up, on each piece. So you can stack them really easy. Now, I used a glue gun, and then I used some hot glue sticks. And I have been using these Gorilla Glue ones from Walmart, and I've been really satisfied with them. And they work in all temperatures. And this is one of the wooden signs that the Dollar Tree sold. It said, "We made a wish and you came true." I'm actually going to cover this with contact paper so it serves as kind of the tabletop. So we're going to need scissors and contact paper. Walmart has a whole kind of different selection of contact paper. There's that real pretty copper, there's a marble, and then there's a glitter looking one. And this is going to be the one that I end up using right there. It's really pretty, it's no fallout, it just looks glittery. And then they have this beautiful marble one as well. And they're all deco. Now to start with, I'm going to flip these over, and I'm going to just lay hot glue on the part that's going to touch on the next container. And then I'm going to hold it just for a few seconds until it sets, and I'm going to build up as many containers as you want to. I ended up using quite a few. The only drawback to this is if you don't have it kind of leaning against something like the wall or something in behind it, it's likely to tip over, the taller that you make it. So you wouldn't be able to put a lot of heavy stuff in it. If you were going to do shoes, you could put heavier shoes in the bottom and like the flip-flops towards the top. So I'm just going to go through and glue each one of these. I almost didn't record this video. I've actually been sitting on this footage for quite some time, and I thought, no, let's just go ahead and do it. So let me know what you think. I know it was really simple. It's nothing that, nobody could do. I just thought maybe I could offer a few little ideas that, I did that you could either incorporate if you wanted to do it, or, it may even give you other ideas of something else that you could do with this. And that's what it's all about. I mean, for me anyway, I love watching other people create stuff. I like seeing their ideas and what they do with it, and it just gives you ideas. I think that's one of the best parts about being crafters. Alright, so here's the build-up. I think I used 7 altogether on this. And so I kind of went through some of the different signs that I had, and I decided, because they kind of make like a good little table, and I decided to go with the bigger one. And I have to show you this copper roll again. It is so pretty. I've got to find something to use that on. It is just beautiful. And of course, all that was where I decided, which one to pick. So I go for the silver. And contact paper is so forgiving. If you haven't worked with it at all, if it doesn't go down just right, you can kind of pull it back up. But it will stay permanently. There's nothing that I've put it on so far that I've had any trouble with it. The smaller signs, I've used a Dollar Tree contact paper that looks like the wood grain. I've put acrylic paint over top of it to make it look weathered. I'll link that video down below. And I have not had any issues with it peeling up so far. So this way, I kind of peel back half of the contact paper and fold it, and then I just lay it down on there. I'm trying to create where it'll just all stick really well. And I'm going to end up wrapping it just like a present, which is kind of funny. But as you can see, I kind of manipulate it a little. I pull up on it and pull back on it to get kind of some of the air bubbles out of it and everything. And I lay it across, and there's kind of like a little place even on the bottom of that shelf, like a lip, that it sticks to real well. And then I'm going to cut a section out here just to fold it over, and that'll kind of just make it look a little bit more finished. And then on each of the sides, you'll see I cut just a small amount off, just so that when it lays down, you know, it won't wrap around the side of the piece. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. And it's true, I wrap this little thing just like a present. And as you can see, I'm wearing my sunglasses and my glasses. This is in case I gotta run outside, I guess, in the middle of anything. So I look at it there and I notice that it kind of just wraps along that side there. And I want it to look kind of finished, so I just cut off a small piece on each side. And this works out really well. I can remember when I was younger, for Christmas, once I got old enough where I could actually wrap presents and I actually enjoyed that stuff, my mom used to stay up all Christmas Eve night wrapping presents. And I used to beg her to let me help. And I said, you can tape the boxes shut and I'll just wrap them. And I'll wrap them in front of you while you're wrapping the others. And so she let me do it one year. And it was fun. So then after that, she let me continue doing it. But I always loved wrapping presents. I don't know. Almost as much as I loved unwrapping them. And I kind of just smooth it out, pull it taut, and then wrap it. And of course, when I do that, I end up with this huge air bubble. But it's going to be okay because it all pushes right down. There's one little area that kind of looked just a little funny, but I ended up fixing it. Now here, I put just a little bit of hot glue towards the back of it, and I'm going to glue down the back part of it on top and then add more glue to the front of it once I set it down. And if you look closely, you can see I put a picture on the front of it, or on the top of it rather. It was from one of the gift bags, I Love You to the Moon and Back. And I thought I was going to just leave it like that, but I end up adding something else to it, and you'll see that here in just a minute. Dollar Tree sells little food trays and little trays that you can use for pencils and pens and different things. And so I looked at one of the little food trays that they had, and it was the color red. And it's one of Elena's favorite colors, so I thought that the red and the blue went together really well, like kind of like primary colors. And so I end up putting that on top of it all together. And I just liberally cover this with hot glue. And I pretty well liberally throw this hot glue on there. And of course, as everything else with hot glue, just kind of hold it in place. And I had a pencil cup that matched the containers perfectly. Of course, that's what I love about Dollar Tree, when they bring out all these things for organizing, and they kind of color coordinated it all. And I put some hot glue around the edge of it and stick it into the area of the tray, kind of like where a cup would maybe go. Now this is washi tape from the Dollar Tree. It actually came in a 2-pack, and the other one is kind of like a sky or light blue, and it looks just like the shelf liner or contact paper. And I feel like if I wrap that area of solid on that pencil cup with it, that it kind of ties in with the little tabletop that I made with the shelf liner. And I just kind of wrap it around. I cut it towards where the seam will kind of go to the back. But I figure, you know, she can throw a few pencils in there. So that's it. This is what it looks like. Kind of all by itself without anything in it. And it sets up really straight and it does really well. And it'll just give her a little area to throw some little knickknacks in there. And this is it in a room. There was not a whole lot of good lighting that day, so I apologize. And we kind of just threw a few things in it just to show real quick what it would look like. She loves those Dollar Tree peppermints, so there's a few of those in there. But just something really simple, really cute. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments down below. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. And if you click the bell, that'll notify you every single time I upload a video. Okay, now here's a sneak peek of some things that I'm going to do in the future. I'm going to do a series called Take It to the Next Level, and it's just where I take Dollar Tree stuff or things that I've gotten as a bargain price and take it to another level by adding paint to it or glitter or anything like that. And you can make things that don't cost a whole lot look even cuter than their originally intention. So I took some of these containers and I painted them that favorite rose gold color that I just absolutely love. I'm going to be doing a lot of things in my craft room in this, and this is one of the things that's going in there. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks again so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Take care.